Welcome back, folks, to the Bullet Bandit channel. This is garage number 30, part 1. This is the first garage that I joined WCC, West Coast Customs. You know, that means at the point I had shut down 8-Ball Customs. So number 30 for me was the first garage with WCC, and here's car number 1 in my first garage of WCC. And this is an original one-off custom. As you can see, it's badass, and it's one of a kind. It's a sweet whip. Alright, we'll pan a little faster. West Coast Customs plus Bullet Bandit Customs, which is me. And we'll show you a full side view. It's a pretty nice view right there. There's something to be said about any type of custom vehicle that looks fucking awesome. I mean, not only in its stance and the way it sits and the wheels and tires, but the paint as well. I mean, a badass car is a badass car, and that's something no one can argue. There's a full side view. Beautiful car, beautiful, 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 man. First car with my WCC crew that I was a member of, not an owner. There's the roof side, very nice. Here's what the rear trunk lid looks like. Got that badass Audi engine. And then we'll look at the front hood and we'll move on to the next car. That there iron cross on the driver's side on the top right corner of the hood, it was the WCC patch. And of course on the passenger side you got the WCC as well. That's a nice car, man. That's fucking banging. Alright, next car. We got another R8. And here's my second car, garage number 30, part 1 with WCC. As you can see, I have black metal flake paint. Oh, no, it isn't. It's metallic, I think. Yeah, it's metallic. CVD. Shit, I never flipped those words backwards, man. They're backwards. The C, the V, and the D. Well, at least the C and the D are, but oh well, no big deal. Shit happens. And we'll continue to pan around. Then after that, we'll zoom out for the passenger side, or the driver's side. That's a badass car, man. There's another custom plate. WCC Best. We had a lot of fucking enemies, bro. And a lot of that was created by the management team and the racing team. We built up a lot of people that didn't like us. They didn't like me either because I was in the crew. But, you know, shit is what it is, man. That's pretty fucking badass right there. I mean, no one's ever made a custom anything, let alone an R8 like this. There's a cool top side. As you can see, that's what it looks like from the back. And then the cool patch on the top, the iron cross. And CVD meant Customs Vehicle Division. And here's the front hood. No one's ever made something like that either on the front hood of any car, let alone an R8. So that in and of itself is fucking original. And we'll go on to the next car. Another R8. I'm relaxing tonight, drinking some fucking rum and coke. I've had a lot of these motherfuckers this year and last year. Alright, we're going to zoom in on the front. It's pretty fucking radical. Again, another custom. No one's ever made one like this, ever. At all. Any style, any car. Or style of car. No one's ever made a paint job like this. It's cool because it looks all black at the back. It's the same shit on this side. That's a bad angle. Try to zoom this shit in just a little more. There we go. I think I nailed it right there. See how I got the car on the screen from bumper to bumper? That's what you want to do. Then here's the top side. And you can see the fins carry out through the back evenly. And then here's the front hood. And we'll move on to the next car. That's fucking awesome. Alright, next fucking car. We have a 69 Camaro. I kind of forget what this looks like, but I'll remember as soon as I see it. Oh yeah. Alright. This is another original. It's a light custom. It's not intricate at all. Basic, simple design, but again, it's original. No one's ever done this shit. That's a bad view. I like that view. That's fucking sweet. And we'll continue to zoom out just a little bit more. There we go. We got the whole car in there. And now we'll look at the top side. That's fucking nice. It's mainly all white. And let's look at the front hood. And we'll move on to the next car. We got a matching blue and white interior. There's what the front hood looks like. Fucking badass. Alright, next fucking car. We got another R8. I forget what this looks like. We'll see in a moment. Well, this is another full custom. I'd say another original custom. Got red and orange on the rims, matching the paint. The chrome lips are supposed to, you know, appeal to the white stripes. Then I got a bunch of fucking skulls and iron crosses, and then at the back it's all iron crosses. We'll show you a quick full side view. This is not an extravagant paint job, and I know that. It's not one of my better ones, but it's like a fucking, pretty much a light custom, especially on the sides. And looking at the top side, it's mainly orange, but with the exception of the front hood. I got more work on there, more detail. And of course, that's a WCC promoted style paint job on the front hood. So we'll move on to the next car. Probably the first R8 so far is probably, well, the orange one was good and the one with the green was real good. This is nothing spectacular. We don't even have to look at the other side. Actually, this is a fucking ugly bike. And I really don't give a fuck about that bike. So we're going to just move on. Here we got a Chevelle. Forget what, we'll see in a moment what it looks like. It loads the fuck up before tomorrow. Load up, bitch. 9 minutes and 54 seconds, man. I gotta get this ball rolling. Must be a good paint job. It's taking forever, man. See, normally, like, when you have a lot of work done to your paint job and customizing, it takes longer for the fucking game to download your car because it's got more shit on it. Yeah, this one is one of them paint jobs that I used every paint slot on the vinyl list to create it. And this is when we were squabbling, my crew was squabbling, racing. The racing division was squabbling with STZ. Street something, whatever the fuck. And so I was instructed by my managers to diss this crew. And they said, make a diss car. So I did. And the face right there represents STZ. And they're saying they love it. They love fucking cum on their face. And then here's our crew, nutting in their fucking face. So we did this paint job to offend them. Not that any of this shit actually happened. I mean, literally. I mean, don't be stupid. Of course that never happened. But, you know, it's a diss car. And then the plate says STZ sucks. I forget what the fuck that meant. Here's a fucking close-up of this view. And then, you know, their call letters for their crew was STZ. Here we have a WCC member shitting on it. That's never been done. Just like the other side. No one ever made a disc car like this for any crew. And then, of course, it says WCC shits on STZ. And then we're going to back out and I'll show you both sides at a distance. There we go. Fuck. I'm trying to fucking... I guess that's as close as I'm going to get. Alright, there's the driver's side. Now we'll pan around to the other side. This is an epic paint job because no one's ever done nothing like this. Ever. I mean, to be honest with you, no one made disc cars the way Bullet Bandit did. Or Flash the Paint Boss. The history of this game, no one could make any ruder cars, and I've made the rudest paint jobs, the most offensive paint jobs in the history of MCLA. No one could hold a flame to me. The best of the best, making them the nastiest, most offensive disc cars would only reach 50% of what I was capable of. And as you can see, you know, this paint job shows more dissing of STZ as we shit down the throats of STZ. And they're telling us it tastes good, man. We're telling them enjoy it. So, you know, this is one of them fucking epic paint jobs that's all about dissing whoever. So anyways, we're going to move on. 69 Camaro SS. I'm at 13 minutes and 15 seconds. Alright, we're fucking, this 69 Camaro, will zoom in. This is a beautiful car, very simple. This is a light custom too. Beautiful badge work right there. There's a full side view. We're not going to look at the other side because we already see this side. It's universal. So, you know, I'm not going to do a full side view on that side. I normally don't. I only do the driver's side. Here's the front hood. So overall, this is a really nice car. You can see the interior. That's pretty sweet. Look at that. Red, white, and black. Yeah, that's really a beautiful car. Next car. We got another 69 Camaro. I'm hoping I think some of these Chevelles and some of these Camaros, I was doing stock versions of factory spec Chevelles and Camaros, different colors with the rally wheels or whatever the fuck they got. And I was trying to collect them. And this is not one of them. I figured this was a lowrider. So this was my first WCC lowrider car. Pretty trick. I didn't do a lot of leafing. I did a little bit of leafing, but not as much as like these lowrider crews. They were like really into it. I made different styles of lowriders, and I made my styles, and they all work, and they all classify as lowrider. Basically, to make a lowrider car, all you got to do is dump it to the ground, and then put lowrider style tires and rims on it and hydraulics, and you got yourself a lowrider. As far as the paint, there is no rule or law saying your paint has to be a certain style for it to be a lowrider. As long as it fits the image of a lowrider, it qualifies as a lowrider. That's pretty badass. Anyone would say, oh, that car doesn't have a lowrider paint job, they're stupid fuckers. And I'll tell anybody that. This is a lowrider paint job, and it's badass. Here's the back side. Now we'll look at the front side. See right there at the crease? Right there, how it stretches. That's what I hated about this game, man. It didn't keep, like, right there it's fine, and then when you look up, it stretches. I guess that would be, I don't know. But anyways, here's the front hood. It's a beautiful car, man. And next vehicle. 17 minutes to 5, 6, 7. Gotta get moving. I believe this is a lowrider too. Yep. This is my second WCC lowrider car. I really didn't want to shut my crew down back in the day. That sucks, but I did what I had to do because, you know, I guess everybody wasn't into it, or they just didn't give a fuck, and I couldn't keep the glue together, so, you know, I was like, fuck it. I might as well just do it and move on. I'll keep everything that belongs to WCC as an owner so that no one else can try to make the claim that they own WCC. It's a fucking badass lowrider, man. I did a lot of fucking stripes and flourish mirror work. These fucking cars, 64 Impalas, were fucking long cars, man. There's the full side view. That's pretty sweet. And here's the top side. That is a fucking badass lowrider, man. Now we'll look at the back end and the roof. And now we'll look at the front hood, which is a WCC Iron Cross, CVD Custom Vehicle Division. And we'll move on. I believe this is probably one of the stock Chevelles. "19 minutes and 20 seconds. Probably, I'm pretty sure that STZ car is the only most controversial car in this fucking garage. There's a beautiful abstract lowrider. Totally original. And so far, everything in this garage has been original. we're going to go back down. There we go. There's a full side view. That's a fucking banging car, man. It's kind of wild looking because it's only two fucking colors, red and white. And then you got the fucking white walls and an all black interior. No, it's not black. It's all red. Yeah, it's all red, completely red. There's the fucking roof. We'll zoom in as much as we can. There we go. That's pretty fucking bad. Ain't nobody ever did no shit like that. Ever. Fucking ever in the history of the game. And it follows through on the roof side from side to side. This is a universal paint job. And another custom hood using the WBB or the WCD or the WCC patch. I'm sorry. Get my fucking tongue twisted there. And next car. Yeah, it's a beautiful lowrider, man. Unconventional to a lot of people who like lowriders and follow them and make them during the game's history. But nonetheless, I made fucking badass lowriders. Unconventional, but yeah, they look good. Alright, this is another GM spec 70 Chevelle Hugger Orange. Now these stripes are not the exact same stripes that you got in the game. These are totally different. Why are they different? Because I studied pictures of 70 Chevelles and followed the stripe work, and I looked at the sidewalls, how thick the sidewalls were, how thick the tires were, and the ride height, and also the rear stripes. You know, they are not the same on the 70 Chevelle that you get in the game. Not even the rims are like this because they're different specs. If you buy a 70 Chevelle in the game, you're going to notice that your rims are different. But I'll tell you something too about the lip of the rim and the inside of the rim. They're not GM spec by the manufacturers of this game, which is Rockstar Games. They didn't go 100% manufacturer specs. They did the body and the interior, but they kind of they fell short on the rims, and they pretty much did the same thing with the rims on this vehicle. And there's another flaw with the 69 Camaro. It doesn't have the crease here. The outer crease of the car is correct, but the hood is too high in that area for the second dent. That should rise up more, and you should be able to see those edges as it drops down toward the front. They didn't get that right. And then the rims. But as far as the body style and the interior, yeah, they did a good job. This is my series of Camaros with the vinyl roof, GM spec. And I was the only one that made this. I made the vinyl roof. You can see the vinyl, the bumps, and then the chrome stripping that ran down the edge and ran around the corners. I was the only one to ever do that GM spec. Then I also did the ride height. And I also did the white letters on the tires, the right sidewalls, and the right width for the tires, front and back. So this is my GM spec 69 Camaro with a vinyl roof SS. Next car. We see another. We're gonna fucking pass them pretty fast because I want to get as many knocked out of here before I record the next video. All right, here we got another 69 Camaro. Here's the yellow one, exactly like the last one. The only thing is different that it's a yellow 69 Camaro GM spec vehicle. Other than that, it's the same thing. I mean, even the stripes at the back, You look these cars up, that's where they ended, where the trunk lid would close on the back tail end. Stripes didn't carry down through to the bottom of the back end. And then this is the way the front stripes were. That's GM spec. Alright, next car. Then we got a 2008 Ford Mustang Celine. This one's fucking badass. If I recall correctly, this is a gray one with white and gray and black stripes, I believe. Primary color is gray. This is a badass car. This is another original custom. Oh no, I'm wrong. The one I'm thinking of is in here, but we'll see it later. Alright, there's a WCC on the front nose. That's fucking sweet. Now this is a fucking badass paint job based on a World War II plane. And that's all about me, paint battler. Dude, nobody could get with me. 99.9% of the time that I go into a room, nobody had better cars than me. Nobody. I used to have rooms that would crowd around me, and I would show cars, and they'd be like, holy fuck. Again, this is not a corporate paint job, because when they manufactured jets, they weren't sold to the public. You couldn't go to a fucking plane dealership and go buy a fighter jet. So it's not a copycat paint job. This is more of a historical paint job that is linked to the past. And again, it's based on a World War II fighter jet. And I've done a number of these, and what I did is I took that and I made it into a fucking crew car. Not a crew car, but you know, a crew-based paint job for WCC. That's badass. BBC fighter, and we're out of here. Alright, 27 minutes. We'll do one more car, and then I'm going to try to wrap this shit the fuck up. And then I'm going to try to upload this, and then go record one more video for part 2. Alright, here's my own custom made up version of a 69 Camaro. I made that logo in the oval circle. Similar stripes to the factory 69s that they used to have stripes of, but mine are different. They aren't spec. That's super bad. There's another custom plate. Now we'll fucking pan out. There's that side. That's pretty fucking sweet car. I mean, it's not killer beautiful. It looks like something stock, but the funny thing, it isn't stock. And here's the stripes. These stripes are the GM spec to the 1970 Chevelle. So they weren't designed for this car, but I thought, damn, they would look good on the fucking 69 Camaro, and sure enough, they do. And see how the fucking crease work goes up the cowl? And then these stripes here go wider on both sides. That side. And then the cowl itself goes up through here. And then you have the angled front. That's the way the 70 Chevelles were made. So anyways, we're going to do one more car and I'm fucking done. Alright, we're going to do... I think this is the gray. The gray, Celine. After this, I'm going to wrap up the video. I'm at fucking 29 minutes and 21 seconds. Oh, no, it isn't. Right. This is a badass fucking car, man. Again, this is a super custom. And no one's ever made a fucking car like this, ever, man. No one in the history that ever played this game will ever figure out how the fuck I made this paint job. Nobody. That's how unique. And I tried to make paint jobs on that game that no one could figure out. How the fuck did he do that? What vinyl did he use? How was he able to pull that off? And then, you know, on top of that, it fades off into nothing at the bottom and at the top. I mean, no one's ever fucking made a paint job like that, ever. I mean, that's fucking sick. All right, let's look at the top. It's basically the same. That's fucking bad, dude. Nobody can touch that. How did he lay that out? How did he fucking blend that in? How did he bleed it out? I mean, no one can fucking answer those questions but me. And that's fucking original. I mean, that's a car it's epic in design. And, you know, end of story. All right, I want to thank everyone for stopping by. Peace out. If you like me and you like my cars, you want to see more, please subscribe. If you don't like me because you don't, fucking don't subscribe. But even if you don't like me and you're watching, thanks anyways. Later. Peace out. Good night.